Hello, everyone. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel. We are going to do the continuation of week 3 of our Field of Dreams League. Buckshot's in here. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you've had a good day. Carlos Yaz is here. And just want to, not everybody's here, but I want everybody to know that we have updated all the manager files. It's been a lot of fun, even the ones that were sent in 15 minutes before the game. So they're all done. Everybody's got an updated file. And I guess that's it. We got 4 people watching. I'm going to wait a few more minutes and see if we got a slightly bigger crowd. Buckshot's team is the home team today. They are playing Lehigh, Steve Tate's team. So we'll see if Steve drops in. If not, we'll wait a few more minutes and then we'll get started. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. David Lando checks in. He's still driving home in his hour and, correct me if I'm wrong, David, hour and 20-minute commute from his office to his home. And here we are as of the 20th of April in our third week in the Field of Dreams. We have Horse Feathers leading Berlin by a game and a half. And in the Fire Division, Canada leading Freds by 4.5. Canada off to a red-hot 11-1 start. Cleveland and Lehigh and Chico's are more or less tied here for the lead in the Win Division. And Amazing with an 8-0 start with an amazing victory in yesterday's YouTube game, winning in 14 innings over Tampa Bay, their 3-game lead. They won their game over Mid-Michigan. Okay, let's go down to the field. As we put the schedule on. April 20th, we are going to hop over to Lehigh at Chico's and play the game. We now have 7 people listening. As we take a sip, let's go and hit the play button. Both teams on human. Here we go. All the manager files have been updated. And as I learned my lesson today, that you have to use the DK Sports program to zip the file. You can't use a third-party file zipper to zip the league file. And after that little misstep, the day went pretty smoothly. There are the lineups. We hit okay. Okay, let's go over the visitors' lineups. The visitors have Walker, the DH, batting first, Galen in left field batting second, Cooper at first batting third, Willie Mays in center field batting fourth, Clark in right field batting fifth, Davenport at third batting sixth, Martin catching, Dalen at short, Stanky at second batting ninth, and Nepper pitching. For Chico's, the home team, Sternweiss at second, Bartlett the DH, Guerrero in right, Foster in left batting fourth, Lindell in center, Rose at third, his buddy Johnny Bench catching batting seventh, Dave Concepcion at shortstop batting eighth, Frank Chance playing first and batting ninth, and the Hall of Famer Tom Seaver doing the pitching. In the outfield, there's Foster in left, Lindell in center, Guerrero in right. Around the infield, Rose, Concepcion, Sternweiss, Chance. Bench catching, Tom Seaver pitching. In the season so far, 2 games, 11 innings pitched, 14 hits, allowed 4 home runs, and he struck out 11 and walked 3. We're ready for the first pitch, and here's the game. And there's a base hit in the left field. Walker's on first. Foster throws it in. Dixie Walker on the season, who just singled, is 12 for 47. Batting second, Augie Galen. He is hitting .318. Seaver checks the runner. Here's the pitch. There's a bounding ball to second. Sternweiss is going to have to throw over to first as Walker was off with the pitch. He goes to second. Buckshot says that his inactive players became active again. Well, I don't know how that happened. All I know is I downloaded the manager's file. Everything seemed to work well, and I don't check the manager's file because I don't really know what we're going to do with it. But anyway, to make a long story short, that's what we did. Stepping to the plate, Cecil Cooper, .312 hitter. First baseman batting third, runner on second. 1 away. Here's Seaver's pitch, and he walks Cooper. So right here in the top of the first inning, Lehigh has runners on first and second with only 1 out. Willie Mays, .308 hitter, stepping in to the plate. And Tom Seaver has walked 2 in a row. How unlike Mr. Seaver. Lehigh with the bases loaded. Chico's in a bit of trouble here in the top of the first inning. Jack Clark stepping in, batting .306. Seaver checks the runners, gets his sign. Here's the pitch. Fly ball in the right field. Guerrero backing up. He puts it away. Let's see what Dixie Walker's going to do. He's going to trot home, no throw. Throws comes into Sternweiss, and Lehigh leads 1-0. Excuse me, that's not who's up. I keep hitting the wrong guy. Jim Davenport batting .278. Those must be his. I'm reading the wrong statistics there. Those must be his. Yep. He's batting .304 in the season. His real stats are .278. Well, we'll get that corrected. Seaver checks runners. Cooper at second. Mays at first. Here's the pitch to Davenport. He hits the ball right back to the mound. It's past Seaver. Sternweiss picked it up, but Davenport's going to be safe on a poor play by the second baseman, Stuffies. Sternweiss, who is hitting well this year, 286, but he did not play that well. Bases loaded again for Lehigh. Stepping to the plate, Russell Martin in the computer game. He's batting .214. He's got the bases loaded. Seaver's still in the jams, only allowed one run, but he's got two outs. He needs to get this better if he's going to escape. Checks the runners. Here's the pitch. Martin hits a bounding ball, the chance at first. He's got it. He's up with it. Steps on the bag. Chico's is out of the inning, only allowing one run. 2 hits, no errors as we go to the bottom of the first. Lehigh leads 1-0. Will Toole stops in. Good evening, Will. Here we go in the bottom of the first inning. Sternweiss, Bartlett, and Guerrero due up. Duffy batting .286, a home run, 4 runs batted in. In the outfield, we got Augie Galen in center. Left. Willie Mays in center. Jack Clark in right. Davenport, Dalen, Stanky, Cecil Cooper in the infield. Russell Martin catching. Let's move this down a little bit more. And Bob Nepper on the mound. 3.63 ERA, 1-1 so far in the season. He's got his sign from Martin, and here's the first pitch. Sternweiss hits a ground ball to first. Cooper's up with it. Steps on the bag. 1 down. Bartlett. That's interesting. We're going to have to move that because we don't want the on deck batters in the middle of the field. I thought I got everything this morning, but I must have missed those. So we're going to move Guerrero to where he belongs. Nepper, with 1 out, is pitching to Bartlett. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third. Davenport scoops it up, throws to first. Bartlett's out by 3 or 4 feet. 2 up, 2 down for Chico's here in the bottom of the first. Vladimir Guerrero hitting .176. No home runs. 5 runs batted in. Here's Nepper's pitch. Ground ball in the hole between short and third. There's a base hit. Guerrero rounds the bag, pulls up, goes back to first. Says /deep gaming, as I put my tongue back in properly. /deep gaming stops in. Nepper now with the first runner on for him this afternoon to face George Foster, hitting .378. Foster 3 home runs, 7 runs batted in early in the season. Here's Nepper's pitch, and he walks him. Nepper lost him on a base on balls. Seaver was wild in the top of the inning. Nepper just walked somebody. So far we've had a number of free passes as Johnny Lindell hitting .345. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, steps to the plate. Foster takes his lead. Nepper has a sign. Ground ball, it's up the middle, it's through into center field. Willie Mays charges the ball, picks it up. What will Guerrero do? He will come home. No throw by Mays, and this game is tied at 1. Pete Rose stepping in. Rose hitting .357, home run, 8 runs batted in. Lindell at first, Foster at second. Nepper's pitch. Bounding ball to third, Davenport to Stanky for the out. We go to the top of the second, and it's 1-1. And now I'm going to check where second base is. You know, when I use Action PC Baseball, I rarely use these stadiums, so I don't have them all set up perfectly, but now the throw will look like it goes to second base. Here at the top of the second, Dalen, Stanky, and Walker. Dalen hitting a .196, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Not unusual for a dead ball guy. Here's Seaver's pitch. Strike three. Someone is injured. And it is Bill Dalen. He's out of the game. Eddie Stanky stepping in, hitting .375. No home runs. 2 runs batted in, 1 down. I hope Dalen isn't injured too badly and he's going to only be out for the game. Here's the pitch to Stanky. He pops it in foul territory. Pete Rose heading towards the stands. Throws the ball. Let's see what happens. It is going to be in the stands. Foul ball. It's an out. He caught it. No, he's still up. I don't know why that out is there. That must be there from the previous at bat. Well, there's going to be those mistakes. Dave Cook is going to have to make some changes in his next update. Nobody on. Here's the pitch to Stanky as we do this again. It's a foul ball, it looks like. No, it's fair. Guerrero catches it in fair territory. It looked like it was curving foul. Guerrero caught it just before it went foul on the right field line. We have 2 down, top of the first. Dixie Walker steps up. .255, no home runs, no RBIs, and he grounded a single his first time up. Seaver throws, and he strikes him out. The end of the top of the second. As we go to the bottom of the second, we're tied at 1. Okay, as we go to second base, we only have one guy to put in. I'm assuming Buckshot, that's what we're going to do. He's in. Okay, here in the bottom of the second, that was Steve's team. So I don't think he's online here. So we made that decision. We got Bench, Concepcion, and Chance Stew up. Johnny Bench hitting a .167, no home runs, no RBI, 2 RBIs. He's played in 5 games. Here's the pitch. Nepper walks him. Bench on the way to first as Dave Concepcion steps in. Batting .293, a home run, 3 runs batted in. Bench takes his lead. Here's the pitch by Nepper. There's a bouncing ball in front of the plate. Martin jumps out, throws to first for the out. Bench goes to second, and there's 1 down, a runner in scoring position. Frank Chance, batting .263, 1 home run, 5 RBIs. Yeah, Buckshot, yeah, I know that's Steve's team. I make mistakes. I try to call a perfect game, but I'm telling you the truth. I make a lot of mistakes doing this, but I do have a lot of fun. I hope you'll forgive the mistakes. It doesn't detract too much from the game, as Frank Chance has a chance to knock in Johnny Bench, who's in scoring position with 1 out. Nepper checks the runner. Here's the pitch. As a fly ball to center field, Mays backs up, puts it away easily. Bench back to second. Throw comes into Davenport. 2 down. Bench remains at second. Here's the pitch. Sternweiss strikes out. We go to the top of the third. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for Lehigh. Chico's bail bonds, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Both teams have left 3 runners on. Seaver this inning will face Galen Cooper and Willie Mays. Galen in the game, 0 for 1, 261 on the season. Ground ball to second. Sternweiss over to his left, flips to Chance for the out, 1 down. Cecil Cooper in this game. He's hitting 191 on the season. He walked his first time up. Nobody on. Here's Seaver's pitch. Line drive. Sternweiss puts it away for the out. He's a busy second baseman this inning. Willie Mays. He also walked in the first inning, batting .230. The pitch. He puts him away. We're going to go to the bottom of the second. Chico bail bonds. And Lehigh all tied at 1. Bartlett, Guerrero, and Foster due up. If I get the right guy, Jason Bartlett. 353 on the season, no home runs, 6 runs batted in. Seaver throws, and there's his second strikeout of the game. Vladimir Guerrero, 1 for 1 today. He singled in through the hole at short. 192 on the young season. Here's Nepper's pitch. He strikes him out. Nepper is on the bottom of the third. He's now going to face George Foster, who is batting .378. He walked his first time up. Here's Nepper's pitch. He hits it down to third. Davenport up with it. Long throw to first. It's going to be close. It is going to be an error. And it's going to be on Davenport. That throw must have been in the dirt. It was a bad throw. And Cecil Cooper could not come up with it. Foster will remain there at first base as Jim Davenport's third error of the game will get him off of there, so we can get Johnny Lindell up hitting .367. 1 for 1 today. He grounded a single up the middle. Now he's got George Foster on. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Here's Nepper's pitch. Hits a weak grounder to short. Second, Stanky up with it over to Cooper for the out. We go to the top of the fourth, still tied at 1. Tom Seaver this inning has settled down after that shaky first. Tom Seaver facing Clark, Davenport, and Martin. In today's game, Seaver has pitched 3 innings, allowed 2 hits, walked 2, struck out 3, and also allowed the 1 run. Jack Clark batting an even .300 in this game. I think he must have walked his first. We fly deep to center. It was a sacrifice fly. He knocked in the run. Here's Seaver's pitch to Clark. That ball is going to be out of here. That one went out in a second as Jack Clark lined a home run into the left field grandstand. It's now 2-1. According to the play-by-play, Foster leaped and the ball went into the stands 325 feet away, but according to that ball, it was a line shot. 2-1 Lehigh. Just as I praised Seaver for doing great, excuse me for hitting that button, he allows the home run. Second home run of the year for Jack Clark. Davenport steps in, hitting .319. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Seaver throws. There's a routine fly ball on the left. George Foster under it. puts it away for the out. Russell Martin, 211. No home runs, 6 RBIs. Martin grounded to first his first time up. Seaver winds. He throws. There's a line drive in the left field. Foster's going after it. He's going to catch up with it. It is an out. 2 down. Jose Pagan, hitting 125, no home runs, no RBIs. He came in as an injury replacement in the first inning. Here's Seaver's pitch. And there's an infield pop-up. Concepcion is under it. It will come down eventually. He puts it away for the out. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Lehigh. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Knepper to face Rose, Bench, and Concepcion. Pete Rose, 0 for 1 on the day, 349 on the season. Knepper's pitch. Rose pops it up to the infield. And once again, we wait for this ball to come down, and it's going to land in Eddie Stanky's glove for the out. 1 down, Johnny Bench stepping in, 167. No home runs, 2 RBIs in 5 games. He's had a slow start. Here's Knepper's pitch, and his start gets even slower as Knepper gets his 4th strikeout. David Concepcion steps in. 293 hitter, home run, 3 RBIs. No hits in today's game. Knepper's pitch. He hits a ground ball to short. Pagan up with it. Long throw to first. Cooper steps on the bag. That is 3 away. We go to the top of the 5th inning. 2-1 Lehigh. Okay, here we go. Tom Seaver's on the mound. He's going to face the number 9 hitter Stanky, followed by the top of the order, Dixie Walker and Galen. 353 Stanky on the season, 0 for 1 in the game. Here's Seaver's pitch. Ground ball to second, Sternway's up with it, throws to first. 1 down. Dixie Walker, top of the order. Walker 1 for 2 today, hitting 250. He hit a single in the first inning. Seaver gets his sign, throws. There is a line drive in the left field, his 2nd hit of the day. Foster picks it up on a hop. The poor play is credited to David Concepcion. Poor play number 2, according to DK Sports. It would be nice if he told us what kind of poor play it was. However, it is a poor play. Walker on first, credited with a single. Galen up. Augie hitting 255 on the season, 0 for 2 in today's game. Walker takes his lead. He goes. There's a ground ball to short. Concepcion up with it. Only one place to go, first base. Chance gets him. Walker goes to second. 2 away. Top of the 5th inning. Stepping in, Cecil Cooper. A 188 hitter. 0 for 1 on the game. Runner on second. Walker takes his lead. Here's the pitch. There is a ground ball to third. Rose is going to have no trouble getting this over to first base, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Lehigh leads Chico's Bail Bonds 2-1. You would think I'm calling a dead ball game. Lehigh 2 runs, 4 hits, an error. Chico's 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. 2 good pitching performances. Steve Tate checks in. Thank you, Steve, for coming by. Your team is leading the game. Here we go, bottom of the inning. Nepper to face, Chance, number 9 hitter, Sternweiss, and then Bartlett. Chance hitting .256, 0 for 1 today. Here's Nepper's pitch. There's a base hit into center field. Mays takes it on the hop. Throws the ball in. Sternweiss has a 7-game hitting streak as he steps to the plate. Frank Chance on first. He is a threat to steal. Let's see what happens with Sternweiss. Sternweiss 0 for 2 today, hitting .276. Chance takes his lead. Nepper has the sign. He throws. There goes Chance. He's safe. I do have to move that second base. That still bothers me. I don't know why it's there, but let's move it there and see if it looks any more. It doesn't look natural on the photo. Let's see what that does to it. Forced stolen base for Frank Chance. Certainly doesn't look good there, does it? Well, I'm going to put it there and leave it there for the rest of the game. That's all I'm going to do. Sternweiss still at the plate. Still hitting .276 on the season. However, now Chance is in scoring position with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Sternweiss walks. He'll have to wait another time at bat to extend his hitting streak. Jason Bartlett hitting .333, 0 for 2 today. Runners on first and second for Nepper. Here's the pitch. Line drive. Stanky doesn't hardly have to move. Puts it away. 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero. 189 on the season. No home runs. 5 RBIs. He's got a hit today. He grounded a single between third and short in the first inning. Nepper checks the runners. Here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit in the right field. Clark up with it. Chance is going to round third. He is going to go back. He's going to hold. The bases are loaded. Okay, I lied. I'm going to move it a little bit more and then I'm done. There we go. Sternweiss is at second. Guerrero at first. 90 feet away, Frank Chance. Chance represents the tying run. Nepper now to face George Foster, 370. 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. 0 for 1 in today's game. Nepper throws. And he walks him with the bases loaded, and he will force in the tying run. We're all tied at 2. Both teams 2 runs and 4 hits in today's game. 1 out now. Sternweiss at third. Guerrero at second. Foster at first. Johnny Lindell batting .355. No, 2 home runs, 8 runs batted in. 1 for 2 today. He also singled in the first inning. Nepper checks the runners, gets his sign. Here's the pitch. There's a bounding ball to Cooper at first. He's going to throw to Pagan at second. They're going to get the force play. They're going to throw to first, but it's going to be too late. Second run scores. Chico's now leads 3-2. Runners on first and third. Pete Rose steps to the plate, batting .341, a home run, 8 runs batted in. 0 for 2 on the day. Lindell at first, Guerrero at third. Is Lindell going to attempt to steal with 2 outs? Here's the pitch to Rose. Let's find out. Ground ball to short. Pagan up with it. Over to Stanky for the out. Inning's over. We're going to move to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Chico's. As we take another sip of water, if you hear something strange. Here we go. Tom Seaver's on the mound for Chico's. Mays, Clark, and Davenport due up. In today's game, Seaver's pitched 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, a home run, and 2 earned runs. On the season, his ERA is .496. He's 1-1. Willie Mays hitting .226 on the season, almost 100 points lower than his real average for this game. Seaver gets the sign. He's into his windup. Here's the pitch. Willie Mays hits a fly ball deep into center field. Lindell going back. He puts it away for the out. 1 down. Jack Clark, 1 for 1 on the day, .314 on the season. Nobody on, 1 out. Here's Seaver's pitch. There's another fly ball into center field. Lindell's going to be a busy man today. As he backs up, he drops the ball. That ball dropped. What is going on? I'm going to have to read this. He's at the warning track. He's under it, catches it, bobbles it, but he grabbed it with his other hand. That was a spectacular play. I'm calling the game, obviously, from the chalkboard. I'm not reading the play-by-play. Had I read the play-by-play, I probably still would have been a little slow with that, because that's even though I have the short play-by-play up there, that is a long play-by-play description. Stepping up, Davenport, 2 away, as that was quite a play. Davenport 1 for 2 on the day, .313 on the season. Seaver is a lucky man not to have anybody on and 2 outs. He throws. Lindell's going to get all 3 chances today if he can catch this one, and he got it on the warning track for the out. Lehigh is down 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Lehigh trails 3-2. Knepper still on the mound. Knepper will face hitters 7, 8, and 9, Bench, Concepcion, and Frank Chance. Johnny Bench hitting 154. Here's Knepper's pitch. Bench walks. Bench on first. David Concepcion up, 286 hitter. 0 for 1 on the day. Bench takes his lead. Knepper throws home. And there's a pop-up. It is out of play. Let's do this again. Here's the pitch. Bounding ball to Pagan at short. Great play. Throws to first to get Concepcion by a step. Bench will go to second. 1 down. Runner in scoring position. Great play by Jose Pagan. We don't know what kind of great play, but I'm going to guess he backhanded it in the hole as it was going through for a single. Frank Chance up, 1 for 2, 275 on the season. Frank has a chance to knock in Bench. The pitch. There's a blooper into left field. That ball's going to drop in front of Galen. Bench is rounding third. There's a poor play in left field. There's going to be a play at the plate, but a poor play usually means the runner is safe. It is today, and the game now is 4-2 Chicos. Poor play in left field by Augie. Let's see what he did. We missed it. It's up a little higher somewhere. My guess is he bobbled the ball. Stepping up to bat, Sternweiss. 0 for 2, 276 on the season. Frank Chance at first base. He is a threat to steal. Here's the pitch. There he goes. There's the throw. He is safe. Stolen base number 2 today, number 5 on the season. Runner in scoring position. Sternweiss still up there. Here's the pitch.
Ball four. Take your base.
That's what happened last time. Jason Bartlett. 0 for 3 today, 316 on the season. He has 2 runners on. With only 1 out, Chico's has a chance to put this ahead, put them a little more ahead. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch. Bartlett to Pagan. Pagan to Cooper. He's out. Runners advance. Chance to third. Sternweiss to second. Still 4-2 Chico's. Nepper has 110 pitches. Vladimir Guerrero steps into the batter's box, hitting .204, 100 points below his average for the season normally. No home runs, 5 RBIs. He's got runners on second and third. Nepper for Lehigh is at the crossroads here. A base hit that may put this game out of reach. Let's see what happens. He's going to intentionally walk Guerrero to face George Foster. Well, he must want a force play because Guerrero or Foster, you got 2 good hitters. Foster's batting .370. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs on the season. Bases loaded. Nepper has the sign. Here's the pitch. There is a bloop in the left field. That's going to drop in front of Galen. He's going to pick it up. 1 run scores. Sternweiss rounds third. He's going to score. Throw is into Davenport. It is now 6-2 Chico's. Nepper may have reached the end of the line. He's thrown 115 pitches. But that box is not ready, is not tired. He now is going to face Johnny Lindell, 1 for 3, 344 hitter. 2 runners on, Guerrero at second. Foster at first. And Hiroko Kuroda wants to pitch as far as the computer manager says. Steve is still here. Let me take a minute and see what he says. He trusts the computer manager, so do I. We have a new pitcher. Hiroki Kuroda for the season has pitched 5 innings, allowed 7 hits. He has an ERA of 3.60 with 1 save. He now has runners on first and second. Lindell, it's a ground ball to short. Pagan up with it. They're going to flip to Stanky for the out. Inning is over. Damage is done. 3 runs scored. It's now 6-2 Chico's. This game is for first place. There are 3 games, 3 teams that are in a virtual tie for first place in this division. Lehigh is currently 10-5. Chico's 8-4. This will even up. If Chico's wins, Chico's will be in first place. Tom Seaver today has pitched a good game. It didn't look like it was going to be a good game earlier on, He's pitched 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, and 2 earned runs. He will face Russell Martin, 207 hitter. Carlos Pena is coming in to play first base. Evan Longoria is coming in to play third base. B.G. Upton's going to be playing in center field. We've got some defensive replacements. Either that or they're going to rest their players. Here we go. Here's Seaver's pitch. Line drive into center field. That's going to fall in front of Upton. Martin is on first base. Nobody out. Jose Pagan up. He came in as a defensive replacement for the injured shortstop for Lehigh. 120 on the year. Here's the pitch. Seaver gets his fourth strikeout. Eddie Stanky stepping in, a .333 hitter, 0 for 2 on the day. Martin takes his lead. Here's Seaver's pitch. Stanky hits a ground ball to short. Concepcion up with it. Over to first for the out. Martin takes second. And now I'm happy with where second base is. Dixie Walker, the top of the order, up 265. 2 for 3 on the day. There's a runner in scoring position. Lehigh could sure use this run with a base hit. Seaver checks the runner. Gets the sign from bench. Here's his pitch. There's a fly ball deep into right field. Guerrero backing up. He's going to only watch this one. This one is gone. It is out of here. A home run. And not only did they get one run, Dixie Walker gave him 2. Lehigh has cut the lead in half. Now it's only a 2-run lead, 6-4. That is Dixie Walker's first home run of the year. It went 333 feet. Tom Seaver now to face Augie Galen. Augie, 250 hitter, 0 for 3 on the day. Seaver has the sign. He throws. Is a fly ball to center field. Upton coming in a couple of steps. Puts it away for the out. I never interrupt that song. I like Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 6-4 Chicos. On the mound, Kuroda still pitching in his second inning to face Longoria, bench in Concepcion. This is Longoria's first at-bat of the game. Batting .222 on the season. No home runs, 1 RBI. Here's the pitch. Evan hits a ground ball into right field. It's a base hit. Longoria rounds first, takes a big turn, goes back to the bag. Lead runner on for Chicos with Johnny Bench stepping to the plate. 0 for 1 a day, 154 on the season. Longoria takes his lead. Here's the pitch to Bench. There's a bounding ball up the middle. There's a web gem. There's a 1 out at second. That's going to be a double play. Jose Pagan makes a great play. What I'd really like to see, something like great play number 2 and then a description of the play underneath here. That would be really cool. Maybe Dave Cook would see this broadcast and maybe, in fact, he might take the idea. Here we go. 2 outs, 6-4 Chicos. Dave Concepcion up 0 for 2 on the day, 279 for the season. Here's Kuroda's pitch. Base hit in the right field. Clock quickly gets it into Stanky. 8th hit of the game for Chicos. Concepcion a threat to steal at first. Carlos Pena hitting .222 on the season. His first at bat, he came in for defensive purposes. There he goes. Here's the throw. He's caught stealing. The inning is over. We go to the top of the eighth. Chico's leads Lehigh 6-4. Okay, Tom Seaver's still on the mound for Chico's. Check his stats. 7 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs. For the season, his ERA has creeped up to 5.40, but it's early in the season. These numbers don't mean much. He's going to face Cecil Cooper, who's 0 for 2 today, 184 for the young season. Here's the pitch. And that's not the pitch because Brian Schaus comes in to pitch. I'll wait 1 second as Buttshot gives me a yes or no on that one. It's a yes. Brian Schaus, who I traded to Buckshot's team, and because I couldn't get him to do anything. Buckshot, however, has done a better job of managing and has got him to perform. He has pitched in 4 games this season, 5.2 innings, only allowed 3 hits and 2 earned runs. He's got an ERA of 3.18. We'll be facing the aforementioned Cecil Cooper. Schaus completes his warm-ups, lefty facing lefty. Here's the pitch. Sternweiss up with it to Pena for the out. 1 down, top of the 8th. Willie Mays, one of the best overall 5-tool players in the history of baseball in our computer sim. However, in this early in the season in April, he's only hitting .222. Today, he's walked, struck out, and fly deep to left center field. Here's the pitch. A blooper in the left field. That's going to drop in front of Foster for a hit. Mays holds up at first. Runner on first for Lehigh. Let's see if they can make a run at this 2-run deficit. Jack Clark steps to the plate. Clark 1 for 2 today, 308 on the season. Mays, of course, is a speedy runner at first base. Anything in the gap, he may have a chance to score. Is Schaus's pitch. Actually, it throws to first. He thinks Mays is going to steal. I don't think Mays is going to steal. Let's do this again. Schaus checks the runner. Here's the pitch. He walks him. Paying a little too much attention to Willie Mays at second. The tying run now trots to first base. Up to the plate comes Jim Davenport, 1 for 3 today, 306 on the season. In today's game, he's singled, fly deep to left, and fly deep to center. Runners on first and second. Schaus checks them both, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive into left field. Base hit. Foster picks it up. He's going to try for 2. The throws to second. Davenport's in with a double. His 7th double of the season. And this game is getting very close. 6-5 Chicos. Schaus's box just turned red. Should I click the computer, or do you want to change them before I do that? Well, I'll click it once, see what happens. He's going to leave him in there. Do you want to leave him in there? I think I have to leave him in there now. I do not believe I can take him out after I did that. That was my mistake. I apologize. Sorry, Buckshot. I'd like to take him out, but I hit that button to see if they were going to do that. He's got to stay in for one more batter. I suppose he could intentionally walk Martin if you'd like. Let me see if you want to intentionally walk Martin. It's okay, Buckshot tells me. Okay, we'll pitch to him. Fly ball in the left field. It is out of play. I bet I can change him now. Let's see. I can. Who would you like me to put in? Okay, you got it. Doug Bear. Well, fortunately for me, the foul ball bailed me out of screwing up my buddy Buckshot. Doug Bear so far this season pitched in 2 games, 4 innings, allowed 8 hits, 6 earned runs. Well, maybe I didn't. 13.50 ERA. But like I said, it's early in the season. Infield's in. Bear pitches. He struck him out. 2 down. Infield can now move back. Bear is a whisker away from getting out of this one. Jose Pagan, not known for his big bat in real life, hitting 253, but in this game, hitting 115. Bear checks the runners, gets his sign. Here's the pitch. He hits the ball right back to the mound. Bear up with it. To Pena for the out. He gets out of the inning. Chico's bail bonds leads by a slim 1 run, 6-5, as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Kuroda's still on the mound for Lehigh. The number 9 hitter, followed by Sternweiss and Bartlett. Pena stepping in. Pena today, no at bats. He must have walked, right? Is that what he did? How come it's not telling me? Maybe this is his first time up. Here's the pitch. There's a blooper in the right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Pena rounds first. Goes back to the bag. Chico's has the lead runner on the bottom of the 8th, looking for an insurance run. Duffy Sternweiss stepping in, hitting 276, a home run, 4 RBIs. 0 for 2 today. Well, in dead ball, they'd bunt. Let's see what they do in 1944. I bet that was a bunt because he's out. Let's see. It's a bunt. Sacrifice Pena to second. Runner now in scoring position is an insurance run for Jason Bartlett. 300 hitter. Bartlett 0 for 4 on the day. Kuroda checks the runner. Here's the pitch. And Oscar Grimes is being requested to be put in by the computer manager. I'll wait a few seconds here to see what Buckshot tells me. He wants to do it. Here's the pinch hitter. He hits a ground ball into left field. A base hit. Will Pena score? He is going to hold at third. The throw comes in the third. The pinch hitter did his job, and Pena is now at third. Grimes at first. Only 1 out for Vladimir Guerrero, one of the best bad ball hitters in the history of baseball. In real life, I saw him hit a home run on a ball that was in the dirt. Actually was in the dirt, believe it or not. I'm going to have to look that up on YouTube, see if I can find it. 204 on the season, no home runs, 5 runs batted in. He's got runners on first and third. Kuroda hoping to throw a double play ball. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. He's safe. His first stolen base of the year. He must be fast. Runners now on second and third. Guerrero's still up. Today he grounded a single, struck out, then lined a single, was intentionally walked. He's 2 for 3. Wouldn't be surprised if he's intentionally walked again. I'm waiting for a second. I'm glancing to see if you want me to do it or you're going to leave the decision to the computer. I don't see anything. The computer now is going to make the call. Here's the pitch. There's a bounding ball to first base. Cooper's up with it. The runner, Pena, is going to score. Guerrero's going to be out. Chico's gets their insurance run. It's now 7-5. Chico's. Runner on third is Grimes. 2 away, bottom of the 8th. Insurance run in. Bob Foster, let me get the right guy up. 1 for 2 today, 383 on the season. Kuroda's pitch. Fly ball into center field. Mays coming in on it. A basket catch. Great play by Willie Mays. His third great play. We go to the top of the 9th. Chico Bail Bonds leads Lehigh 7-5. Well, my mind forgot it, but he was not a homer, but he did get a hit on a pitch that bounced. Must be hard to do. He could have played cricket with MV. Here we go. Lehigh's got 3 outs to go, and they have 2 runs to get. Eddie Stanky due up, followed by Dixie Walker and Galen. Bear still on the mound for Chico's. Eddie Stanky today is 0 for 3, batting .316 on the season. Here's Bear's pitch. Stanky hits a line drive into left field. The lead runner on for Lehigh. That is a good sign because you know what that means. That means this guy, Dixie Walker, who is homered today, is the tying run. Runner on first. Eddie Stanky, a very good runner. Here's the pitch. Line drive into center field. Base hit. Stanky is going to hold up at second base. He's going to play that safe as the tying run now is on first. Stanky is on second. Excuse me, the tying run's on second. The winning run is on first. Oh, I've got that wrong again as I pushed the wrong button. Let me say that again. The tying run is on first. Stanky is on second. The winning run is at the plate in the form of our friend here as I'm going to hit this. Why is that doing that? I don't know why that's doing that. So I'm going to go here and we're going to pitch before I fall over my tongue. Let's just see what happens. Fly ball in the center field. Upton coming in. Puts it away for the first out of the inning. Another great play. Upton's great play number 2. I still would love to see what that play looked like. Okay, here we go. Cecil Cooper represents the winning run. He's 0 for 3 today, 180 on the season. Tying run on first. Bear has 22 pitches under his belt. Here it goes. There's a fly ball in the center field. Upton backing up. He's going to put it away just in front of the warning track. Stanky's going to third. Here's the throw. He is out. The game is over. What a way to end the game. A fly out double play as Stanky tries to go to third for no apparent reason. He is thrown out. Chico's defeats Lehigh 7-5. Unbelievable finish. Can't believe even the computer manager would send him. I could understand if he was the winning run or even the go-ahead run, but not the sixth run of the game. But that game is over. As we look here at the box score, Chico's 7-10-0, Lehigh 5-10-1. Dixie Walker 4 for 5 on the day, 2 runs batted in, and of course the home run. 2 for 4 was Jim Davenport. Lehigh's pitching staff, it wasn't what I'd call a great game. Nepper pitched 5 2/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 6 earned runs, walked 7 players, and only struck out 4. On the other hand, Chico's got a great team effort. They've got Guerrero went 2 for 4. Frank Chance went 2 for 3. There were no home runs in the game. Tom Seaver's the winning pitcher. He's now 2-1. Pitched 7 innings, 6 hits, allowed 4 runs. 2 of them were by the way of home runs. Struck out 4, walked 2. His ERA is 5.40 in this young season. Nepper is now 1-2. Anything else of interest here as I glance down? It appears Dalen is out only till April 22nd. That is good news. The game MVP is Frank Chance. Let's go to the rest of today's games. And I'm not going to do them one at a time. We're broadcasting at about 1 hour, 10 minutes. We're going to try to end this fairly quickly. Let's pay through April 20th. Dwayne Martz comes by. How you doing, Dwayne? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming by. Okay. All requested games have played. Florence defeats Des Moines 9-4. Proly the winner 1-0. O'Toole the loser 1-2. Canada takes one on the chin. Deerfield Beach defeats them 14-10. That's how you're going to have to beat them. You're going to have to score 14 runs. Haynes the winner 1-0. Little the loser 0-1. Berkman hit his 3rd home run of the game. Mauer hit his 2nd home run in that first game I mentioned. Moving right along, Hadley Lake defeats Tampa Bay 8-3. Hudson the winner, Koufax the loser. Otis with a home run in that game. Mid-Michigan defeats St. Pete 6-2. Gibson 3-0. The winner, Renko the loser. Grandison homered in that game, his 3rd. Big Clues Horse Feathers defeats Cleveland 5-4. Caldwell the winner. Altrock the loser 2-1. Romano went 3 for 3 and a double in that game. And in the game you just saw, Chico's defeats Lehigh 7-5. Seaver the winner. Nepper the loser. We go on to the next game. I will have the league file up within an hour after I sign off on this game. And you guys can look at the box scores, but let's play through April 21st. April 21st is done. We have Dallas defeating Hagerstown. I'm just going to do the scores rather than the winners and losers. Lehigh defeats Chico's in the second game of that series. Carpathian loses to Amazing. Amazing goes to 9-0. Manchester MV's team wins 3-1. Canada back on a winning note, 6-1 over Deerfield Beach. They're now 12-2. Tampa Bay defeats Hadley Lake. St. Pete defeats Mid-Michigan 7-0. Cleveland is shut out by Horse Feathers. Oh no, they win. My screen in that blue and red did not show properly. Cleveland wins 6-4. Horse Feathers 8-3 now. Cleveland 10-5. And my team Vegas beats Fred's 4-2. We're both married around 500 early in this season. My reliever Balfour the winner. Let's go to the next day. Okay, here we go. Dallas defeats Hagerstown 7-4. Berlin over San Francisco 8-7. Amazing finally loses a game. They lose to Carpathian 5-2. Des Moines defeats Florence. Des Moines now 6-6. Between Des Moines, Freds, and Vegas, we're going to be stuck at around 500 as we let Canada off to a big lead. Manchester 12. T-ville nothing. Whitey Ford wins his second game. Canada loses, however. Deerfield Beach does the three of us a favor, defeating Canada 6-1. Hadley Lake shut out by Tampa Bay. Degens 3-1 over Long Island. Mid-Michigan defeats St. Pete 3-1. Horse Feathers lose 7-6. Excuse me. Yes, that's it. 7-6. That blue and red is very hard for my 72-year-old eyes. And Fred's defeats my Vegas team 4-2. Fred 6-5. I'm 6-6. Des Moines 6-6. And Canada is 12-3. I'm sure Sean wasn't happy losing today, but he's got a big lead. Let's go to Sunday, the last game of the week, the 23rd. Only 3 games on tap. Amazing loses to Carpathian. They're now 9-2. Carpathian wins 4-3. Canada loses again to Deerfield Beach. If I'm not correct, that means Deerfield Beach won 3 out of 4 over Canada. And Horse Feathers defeats Chico's 6-1. If we move off this screen and everything resets, Earth Division Horse Feathers leads a trio of teams, Dallas, Berlin, and Manchester by 1. In the Wind Division, the hard-to-see Cleveland is at 11-5. 1/2 a game ahead of Lehigh and 1.5 ahead of Chico's. That's a great race. Canada, despite losing 3 out of 4 games to Deerfield Beach, is 3.5 in front of Fred's, 4 in front of my Vegas and Des Moines. And in the final division, Amazing 9-2, 2-game lead over Tampa Bay. Anything stand out in the batting leaders? Well, we've got a bunch of 400 hitters. And we have Mickey Mantle with 7 home runs. He also leads with 21 RBIs. ERA, there's 3 players there with Ryan with a .35 ERA. He's been tough. J.R. Richards and Trout both. J.R. Richards got 3 wins. He's tied with a bunch of people. And Trout is 5-0 for Canada. I think that's about it. What I'm going to do after an hour and 15 minutes is we're going to call this a broadcast. I want to thank everybody for coming by. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it. Thank you for forgiving my mistakes. I enjoy doing this, but I've only been doing it for 9 months. So I still have a lot to learn when it comes to broadcasting computer baseball games. But in the meantime, I'm having a great time. I will post this file. It'll be up. It is 5:15 here in Las Vegas. It'll be up by 6 o'clock my time in 45 minutes. Everybody can play around with it. I saw Beatles is going to do next week, and he's either going to, sometime in the next 2 or 3 days, he will do his broadcast. Anyway, hope everyone has a wonderful Monday evening. Thanks for coming in and stopping by, and I look forward to the next time that I do this. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks again. Have a nice evening.